Hello, this is Father Christopher once again. We'll be looking at one of the activities now for Lesson 8, which is the very first week of the home lesson for our kids in February. So you can find this lesson on page 153, page 153 in your books for the parents. And this is about God comforts us in the Sacraments of healing. You can find it here. Now, this video is especially for our parents, just to kind of guide them through this discussion. It's going to be very simple, the discussion with your kids, and you can all do this. Do not be afraid. There's a little bit of background information at the first part of the lesson, if you want to take the time to read that. But we've already covered a lot of this when we met up that very first Wednesday of the month, this last Wednesday, for our classes. So if you want to, you can jump straight into the discussion with your kids as you look over this lesson. Now, the first part of the discussion is ask your children to think of and list people or things that bring them comfort. So there's all kinds of things they can think of that bring them comfort, whether it's a pet or particular people or their friends or blankets or any sorts of things in their home. Then ask your children to tell you about times when they needed comforting and encourage them to describe how they felt. Did they need comfort because they were in physical pain, because they were sick with something, or they were hurt, or were they in emotional pain because they had lost someone that they loved? So take the time then to just talk this out with your kids. Have a conversation with them. That's the goal. In this lesson, you're conversing with them about pain and sadness that they've had in their life. But then the goal for them to realize is that everyone experiences this. That's step 3, or C in this, that everyone goes through these difficult moments of spiritual or physical or even emotional pain. But then that God is there with us in the midst of our pain, the midst of our problems. If any of you have in your home a crucifix, you might show them the crucifix and allow them to realize that whatever suffering that they have gone through, that Jesus has been there with them in their suffering. He's gone through it with them, and he's there with them. And he's had so much compassion for those who are sick and hurt in the course of the Gospels. So it's just a conversation. Take the time to look over the lesson and enter into a conversation with your kids. That's for this first activity, talking about God comforts us in the sacraments of healing. God bless.